Welcome back to Fuqua Sports. Today we are recapping our Week 6 games. If you're new, we're using our college mod on Access Football 2024 with updated rosters and playbooks. Just like in the proposed Super League that has gained attention over the past year, 80 teams are competing in this simulation. Here's the division alignment that we're using, and you can view the entire pitch deck that talks about the season more in depth, as well as the recruiting transfer portal aspects of the game by clicking on the direct link in the description below. It is also the same link that is typed out in the bottom of this graphic. 24 teams will make the playoffs, with the 8 division winners getting first round byes, more on that later. But without further ado, here are the scores from week 6. Only one undefeated team lost this week, and that was California. No shame there though, as they lost to the one-loss Arizona Wildcats. Elsewhere, Colorado has been trending down after winning their first 2 divisional games by a combined score of 78-33. They lost to Nebraska by 20 points last week, and now lost to Minnesota by 22. This was also the Golden Gophers' first division win of the season, so definitely not a good look for the Buffaloes. The story is the same for Virginia, who also started 4-0 but dropped back-to-back games since. Their loss this week also gave Syracuse their first win in the Northeast Division. Everything else though is pretty chalk. Perhaps Florida and Missouri kept their respective opponents in the game for far too long, but no drama amongst the Blue Bloods just yet. Boise State dropped 50 on Toledo to remain undefeated, and Washington State defeated Oregon State in a close one. There's going to be lots of mutual respect between them when they hit the field in real life in November, being the only 2 teams left from the Pac-12 implosion. Here are the standings after 6 weeks of play. With California dropping out, 11 teams remain undefeated, and you can start to see the national title favorites stand out. Penn State has a stranglehold of the Northeast Division, with 8 of their 9 divisional foes already at 2 losses, and their head-to-head tiebreaker over Virginia Tech. But other than that division, all the other ones are wide open. Washington State, SMU, Purdue, and Kentucky have been pleasant surprises, so we'll see how they'll hold up in the coming weeks. Speaking of Washington State, the Cougars have their hands full this week though, and you'll see why in a minute. The college football playoff rankings will be released after the conclusion of next week. It'll definitely be exciting to see where the committee places these teams, as all of these teams start their second half surge to either stay in or join the playoff conversation. And here's the schedule for week 7. Washington State hosts the undefeated Oregon Ducks, and that's when we'll see what exactly the Cougars are made of. Kansas State gets Colorado in a key matchup for tiebreakers atop the Great Plains Division. Both teams took losses in their last games, and they look to rebound this week. Down south, LSU hosts the mighty Alabama, and there's a pair of neutral site games in the Southwest Division, one being the Southwest Classic between Arkansas and Texas A&M. Both teams are sitting at 2 losses, but the second one, which is your main event this week, switching to this graphic, is known to some as the Red River Shootout, is Texas and Oklahoma. These teams are sitting at 1st and 2nd respectively in the Southwest Division, and the tensions are high as ever. You can see the rest of the YouTube schedule here on this graphic as we wrap up July, and as always, it should be a lot of fun. I'll catch you in the next week to recap Week 7 and reveal the first college football playoff rankings of the season.